I think I knew it was only going to be a matter of time before James and Tana were on good terms again.
Hey Shelby Bells, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for tuning in for another video. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name's Shelby. I'm the crazy cat lady of the drama community here on YouTube. I bring you the tea 7 days a week with the help of my investigative research team, Mr. and Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty is the brains around here and Mr. Kitty is the face, which sometimes means that he brings us a little bit of clickbait. It's easy to forgive him because he's so cute. So if you like cats and you like tea, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget that all Shelby Bells ring the bell.
Okay, let's get into this drama. So there is so much drama going on right now between Tana Mongeau and James Charles. There is so much back history there, which we'll kind of briefly go over. And then I want to talk about the fact that Tana is now saying that they are on good terms and cordial again. They took a picture together at Coachella. Like, what is going on? I am so confused because there has been such, like, their falling out was very public. It was very public. Tana has been very vocal about how she does not like James Charles and does not mess with James Charles, and has kind of like, you know, allegedly, not, I mean, she did say this, but she has spoken on his, you know, allegations a lot, and, you know, said that she doesn't want to be associated with anybody who has allegations like that, and, you know, made it seem like she believed they were true and all of these things in the past, right? Well, there has been some updates because the entire internet that follows this sector of the internet, I'll say, was very, very, very shocked to see that James Charles and Tana Mongeau posted a picture together at Coachella. And everyone was kind of like, what in the world? Like, how are they taking a picture together? How are they near each other? Like, they're not friends. Like, I'm so confused what's going on. Well, Tana, like, ended up kind of explaining what happened on her podcast with Brooke, and I'm gonna go ahead and roll for you what she had. And this is just kind of like a little weird to me because listen, to me in this situation, I understand friends have falling out, friends stop talking, sometimes they end up being friends again. The dynamics of relationships between two people with friendships, whether platonic or romantic, they can be very complex. And, you know, there are ups and downs within any relationship. And I understand that people can even stop being friends for a couple years and come back together. I get that. That's not at all what I'm challenging here, okay? What I am confused about is Tana has gone so hard on James publicly on so many different platforms, different podcasts, you know, interviews, all kinds of things where she has said, you know, she does not mess with James Charles because of the allegations against him, what he's been accused of, how she alluded to the fact that she believed the accusations, all of these things, right? And now it seems like she's just kind of saying that they had some sort of falling out and that they've made up. And she's saying that they ended up making up and coming back to a cordial place, which in my opinion is kind of like a way for her to ease their friendship back into social media because she knows the backlash that she'll get with it. But I think that she thinks if she says it's just a kind of a cordial like relationship because they have a lot of mutual friends, then maybe it'll just be a situation where she won't get like as much backlash for it. But that's not really working, honey, because she's still getting a lot of backlash. I feel like the truth is kind of coming out. I feel like the truth of her really not being as affected or upset about these allegations against him is coming out, and the reason that they actually had a falling out was something personal within their friendship. And for me, that says a lot about Tana Mongeau's character. Now, I know that Tana Mongeau does not have the most sound character out there for a person. I realize that she's not the most trustworthy or the person that you would want to believe in a situation, or that she's not really like you don't think of her as just being like a good person, right? You don't think of her as being super like crazy shitty, but you don't think of her as being like this angel, okay? But I just don't like the idea that because of a personal falling out she had with James, she used all of the cancellation, the drama, and all the allegations and stuff against him to kind of like, she like threw him under the bus, under the mud, and used it as a way to kind of boost her up in a lot of people's eyes. Like, oh, because let's not get it twisted. When Tana and James stopped associating with each other, or Tana stopped associating with James, it was a situation where it was like, a lot of people, myself included, were like, okay, cool. Like, she's separating herself from that situation. Maybe she's maturing, maybe she's growing, all of these things. I'm proud of that. And now that she's basically coming out and saying that, you know, they just had a falling out and that was what everything was about, and it wasn't about the allegations or whatever, it's kind of giving like, I just took advantage of the situation and use it as a way to, you know, shade him, even though I didn't really believe it, when we had a falling out. And that this stuff that he's being accused of doesn't really bother me. I just was mad at him for this, that, and the other. And I used that as a way to like let y'all know we didn't mess with each other anymore, even though the real reason was something I just didn't want to talk about. That's kind of what it's giving to me. And I don't necessarily love that, but I also don't really think much more of Tana to begin with. When I think of Tana, I try not to think of her too seriously. I think of her as kind of like a hot mess and just entertainment. I don't think of her as some like serious person that I'm gonna like learn anything from. I don't think of her as somebody who is, you know, bound to do the right thing. I kind of think of her as bound to do the wrong thing. Like, I just think of her as somebody who is a young person who is caught up in the celebrity influencer world and is just kind of like the epitome of a influencer who has let fame get to their head. That's kind of what I think of Tana Mongeau as. Party girl, you know, all of that. So I don't know. It does rub me the wrong way a little bit, but I don't expect much more from her in this situation. But I'm interested to see, she claims that they are just in a cordial place, but I have a feeling that that's going to change and that this was her way of easing their friendship back into social media, and that we'll be seeing more of them together eventually. I really, truly do believe that. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this whole thing with Tana Mongeau and James Charles being friends again. I'd love to hear from you. And that's gonna be it for today's video, you guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all my future videos when they do post. Remember that all Shelby bells ring the bell. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, YouTube should be suggesting a couple more down here for you to choose from. So I'd love it if you did that. Aside from that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.